just arrived in Bologna. It's a new city for me. Literally a 38-minute train from Florence. And I was so nervous about getting around this new train station, especially with these heavy bags. But I'm about to catch a taxi. Hopefully it's super simple and straightforward, and head to my new hotel. LA girl navigating the world. LA girl used to driving her own car, navigating the world. Okay, so just reached my accommodations in Bologna. They sent me a PDF and a couple videos to tell me how to get in. So wish me luck. I'm about to first try to find the place and then follow the multiple pages of instructions of how to actually get to my room, get the key from the lockbox, and get in. This is actually really beautiful. Okay, I think I'm gonna be all right. The lighting in here is horrid, but just want to say real quick, what I love about this neighborhood though, it's the city center, so there's like a lot of stores and a lot of restaurants. So I am starving. I've only had a cornetto pistachio today, so I'm about to drop these bags and go eat. Okay, I just realized I just spent the last hour just sitting scrolling Instagram and Threads. Also, I was trying to wait for this rain to end, and it finally has. So I'm about to grab my umbrella, go find some bomb pasta, which shouldn't be hard in Bologna. I think I was just really stalling because it was so, I don't want to use traumatic because that's a dramatic word, but it was just a lot of steps and work to get in this place, and I'm high-key dreading coming back and having to enter all the codes and all that. I mean, I have the key out of the lockbox now, so it should be easier than when I first arrived. So wish me luck. Time to eat. Forgot the umbrella. Going back. Okay, so made it out. I was so pressed about forgetting my umbrella. I went back inside. I forgot my purse. I'm not going back up. I'm never gonna make it out. So everywhere else has been taking tap payment, and I hope this one does too, or else I will be washing dishes. But I can see the beauty of Bologna. So, excuse how close this camera is to my face. It's currently raining hard AF right now, and I don't want to wet my camera / phone. So I just finished dinner. That place was so bomb, and now I'm gonna try to find a place to get my nails done. So I found a place on Google Maps. I'll see if they can even accommodate me. They close in an hour, so let's see. Okay, JK, I pulled up to that place and there is like nothing there. I assume it's one of those businesses like an individual nail tech where you have to have an appointment. I'm just looking for something quick and simple. I'm gonna stick with the red, I think. And apparently there's another place with a good rating about 2 minutes away, so I'm gonna walk over and see what's up. If not, I'm gonna just head back because ain't nobody got time to be strolling and wandering and singing in the rain. busy. Let's see what Lisa's Nails is talking about. I was making a mad dash to get out of the rain, but here is my Manny. I literally got the same, kind of the same color. It's not the exact shade of red that I usually get, but it'll do for now, for the next 2-3 weeks. Okay, so I'm only in Bologna for a little bit of time, and I decided to sign up for another walking tour, but oh my god, I really love to learn about the place's histories that I'm visiting. And I'm really here actually because, okay, I'm a super nerd. I stumbled across this documentary about the most counterfeited foods in the world, including olive oil and Parmesan cheese. And I found out that this Emilio Reggiano, this region that Bologna is in, is the producer of the authentic Parmesan cheese. So I'm really here on a mission to find authentic Parmesan cheese. This is what this whole trip is about, really. So I booked a full day tour of the cheese factory. We're gonna see how it's made, the whole process. Like, I geek out on that kind of stuff. And we're also doing like balsamic oil tastings. It's gonna be a whole gastronomic day. But anyway, I have this full day before my food tour at 4:30 p.m. It's currently 10 a.m. So I decided to see if Guru Walks had any tours with availability because the weather sucks and I assumed that people would cancel. So they did, and I'm about to go brave this heavy rain. I am layered up, about to put on my boots. I brought some gloves from home, so let's make the most of this day. I'm only here for a short time. Okay, so like 2 minutes after I stopped recording this, I went downstairs to the cafe that's in the building as my apartment I was staying at, and I received a message that they canceled the tour. So I was pretty bummed about that because I was only in Bologna for a short time. But as fate would have it, I ended up sitting next to a girl and we hit it off immediately. She reminded me of some of the girls back home in LA. So I was like, girl, where are you from? And she was talking to me about Brent Faiyaz and how she went to this concert in San Francisco. So I'm like, where are you from? And she's like, oh, I'm born and raised in Italy. When I tell you perfect English, no accent whatsoever, like I was like, really? So she is born and raised in Bologna, and I told her that I was really, sad about my tour being canceled, and she took it upon herself to give me a private tour of the main city center. I'm a person that believes that everything happens for a reason and it's perfect timing. Like, if I didn't leave the apartment at that time, if I didn't let that one person go in front of me in line because I couldn't make up my mind at the cafe, if I didn't change seats twice because I'm so indecisive, I would have never sat next to her and we would have never met, which is crazy because I love that girl. And it could not have been more perfect timing. When I tell you me and this girl hit it off, her name is Becca, by the way. Hey girl, if you're watching this, what better way to get a private tour than by a local who was born and raised in the area? So me and her very much still keep in touch to this day. She was very, very informative and took her tour guide role seriously. So shout out to Becca. Soon after that, it was time for my food tour. One of my favorite things to do, especially in a culinary city like Bologna. I got to try the traditional staple bread, which is tigelle. All the different pastas, of course, tortellini. Everything was a treat. On this food tour, when I tell you, I walked away so full, like I could barely even walk. They fed us good, so highly, highly recommend. So you did not go to Bologna if you did not have the traditional bolognese pasta as well as tortellini soup in a broth. Oh my god, this plate was so bomb. First of all, I couldn't finish all of it because I was so stuffed from this food tour. Like they really give you your money's worth. I'll give them that. I truly believe one of the best ways to learn about a culture is through their food, so highly recommend this experience, especially in a foodie city like Bologna. We ended the night with a gelato. We were able to get 2 different flavors, so I usually get pistachio, but since they were paying for it, or I guess I already paid for it, I got flavors that I've never tried before. First time trying coconut gelato. Where have I been? So good. So good. Coconut and Biscoff. So it's my last day in Bologna and I am finally fulfilling my dreams, seeing where real, authentic, genuine Parmesan cheese comes from. So we're gonna go on a full day tour of the cheese factory, see the entire process. We're also gonna see where prosciutto and Parma comes from, as well as balsamic vinegar. I'm just that really curious person. I just wanna know where everything comes from. If you've ever met me in real life, you know that I am full of useless facts, and that's because I'm interested in things like this. I have no plans on starting a balsamic company or anything. I just like the stuff, and I'm curious about how it originated and how things are made. So that's why I'm here. We're gonna do a full day tour. I can't wait. So this was the experience of a lifetime. Needless to say, when are you gonna get cheese as fresh as this straight from the source? I mean, literally, like there's actually cows outside the building. We got to learn about the entire process and got to see it up close and personal, how they make the cheese, how they age the cheese. We saw cheese that was aged for a couple years in the cheese room that you'll see in a bit. But this is just so fascinating. Like if you geek out on things like this, highly recommend. And shout out to our tour guide Ricardo. He is very passionate, as you can see in this clip, but no, truly his energy was everything. It was a very long day of traveling in between the factories and everything, but he kept the energy up the entire time. So again, highly recommend this experience if you go to Bologna. My favorite part was after seeing all this, we got to taste the cheese right from the source before it aged, before they add salt, before anything. So definitely a bucket list moment. I tasted it and you know what? I don't know what I was expecting, but it tasted like absolutely nothing. Nothing had been added yet, but it was a cool experience. What can I say? So you know those viral cheese wheel pastas that you see on social media? This is where they originate from. This is where those Parmesan cheese wheels come from. They put the cheese here so it can be shaped into that signature cheese wheel with what else but a cheesecloth. And you can see the marking on the cheese after a few steps.
The Holy Temple of Cheese. The Cathedral of Cheese. Come on, let's get it.
Ready? What do you think, man?
There's a little bit of cheese, right? Come on, get it. Hey, you want to learn this? If this is good, nobody in the world tells you this is also good. So they have to share.
So the older the cheese.
And months, double check.
Yeah, they went away for a couple days to Florence. And I was
Woo. Sigh of relief.
Go! Take care of that too.
12. 24.
I think I have it. See?
Premier. The longer the age. After the Parmigiano Reggiano tour, we did a tour of balsamic vinegar as well to see how that aging process goes, which is something I had no idea about, but that was a great addition to the tour. Also led by Ricardo, who is a rock star. I wish you can smell how amazing this room smells. I mean, I wouldn't really consider myself a vinegar gal, but if I had to choose, balsamic is the way to go. We did tasting of the different balsamics. Like, I had no idea they get aged for many years as well. But kind of like wine, longer age, the better the taste. It was so good. We even had it on top of ice cream, which is something I would never try on my own, but 10 out of 10 out of 10 experience overall. Oh, this lighting is horrible. I just finished our Parmigiano Reggiano. A long day exploring the cheese factory and eating lots of prosciutto and drinking lots of wine. So my goal was to get my lashes done again before I head to Milan tomorrow. It's a short train from Bologna, but I knew I was taking a risk by just doing a walk-in situation. A couple salons around the area offer the service. Like I thought, without a prior appointment, they would not be able to fit me in, especially now it's like 7 p.m. So I knew I was taking a risk. I mean, I got some Huda lashes, glue lashes, which are my weakness. I got them from Sephora when I was waiting in the train station in Firenze. So those should hold me for a while, but I really don't love them because I can't apply them to save my life and I end up looking crazy because they're half off. I don't know, they'll do for now, but I'll just have to end up getting my lashes done in Milan maybe, or maybe when I get to Paris. We'll see, because I'll be going to Fashion Week and I don't want to be looking crazy. Oh, this is so cute. Is it worth 45 euros? AKA 50 bucks? You tell me. Yeah, I love this fit. But this line is not looking too good. You know what I could really use though? I'm over here talking like I actually got space in my luggage, which I absolutely do not. But I need some brown boots. I have a lot of brown in my wardrobe. I tend to pack for trips like color coordinated just so pieces can easily go together. And I have some knee-high black boots, some Steve Madden ones. But I'll see if they have some brown ones here in Zara. Okay, so the only brown boots I'm finding are giving Cowboy Carter, as you can see. There's also these ones, which are giving Elf, Keebler Elf specifically. Not really feeling those either. These are kind of cute. These are kind of cute, but I don't love the shade. I want a more dark brown, like the Cowboy Carter. Like if the Cowboy Carter ones were that style, then I get them. But it's really slim pickings. I'm gonna head out of here. I only wanted to explore because this is the famous Via de Independencia, the really famous street, main street of Bologna. Haven't really had the chance to explore much because it's been pouring rain, storming since I've arrived. But also I go to Milan tomorrow, so don't really have much time here, but I feel like I'll be back. I had a really great time. Thank you, Bologna. But I'll tell you what I did get. My signature magnet that I get everywhere that I travel. Can't wait to add this one to my fridge collection. So crazy. Oh, I guess it's not that crazy of a concept. But yesterday it was pouring rain. This is where we met for my food tour, and it was completely empty, and now it's packed with tons of beautiful people enjoying themselves, and apparently live music. Yeah, this is all completely empty yesterday. It's good to see the city alive, even though I'm leaving tomorrow. Starting to pack. My last supper in Bologna. But I'm faced with a little issue. I do not have utensils, and I'm not staying in like a hotel. It's like a apartment, which should have utensils. So all I have is this coffee stir, and I think this is what it's gonna have to do for my last night. But anyways, I'm gonna enjoy this ragu. I don't know, should I break it in half and try to make like a chopstick situation, or should I just is this even gonna work? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to just deal with this. And oh, those are grapes from the vineyard that we visited earlier during the food tour. Okay, I'm gonna need both hands for this, so good night.